Hunter Greene of the Cincinnati Reds in that same exact time span. So since July 6th, right, the same time span, Hunter Greene has thrown 33 innings, allowed 10 hits, 1 run.
How many innings?
And 40 strikeouts. 33 innings.
Okay.
So over the pretty much the
cruising.
same exact span, Hunter Greene and Blake Snell have been the two elite pitchers in Major League
We
Baseball.
don't even hear about Hunter.
You should, because you should be betting on the Reds in the first 5 when he starts. His last start was on the 3rd against San Francisco, 6 shutout innings, only 1 hit, 11 strikeouts.
If he can cut those walks down, in his career he's had 48, and now 50. So he's walking one guy every 2.5 innings.
Not 9 walks in those 33 innings.
Yeah,
last 33 innings.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when
40 strikeouts, 9 walks.
When these guys learn to pitch to contact, when they learn to challenge guys, when they learn to let them hit it, like you start to realize how good your stuff is. And when these pitchers take that next step of learning how to pitch in the strike zone, the reason he struggles is because when he's up, who cares how hard you throw? I'm going to hit it. It's going to go far, and he gives up the home runs. But he's afraid to pitch to contact when that happens. Now, what you're telling me is now he's not running from contact.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to walk you. You're going to hit his pitch. Here you go. Try to hit it. And now he's learning that, oh, my stuff is pretty damn good.
All right, I gave you his stats, and I gave you Snell's stats. Right now, Chris Sale is the favorite to win the National League Cy Young at plus 110. Paul Skeens is next at plus 200.
Yeah.
Zach Wheeler is third at plus 250. Hunter Greene is plus 1,500 to win the National League Cy Young Award. I just told you his last 33 innings. Now, on the season, he's 8-4 with a 2.83 ERA. So it's not like he's...
Right. His ERA is beautiful, but...
It's not like it's the best. He's got 149 strikeouts. So right now, if we're looking at the tops pitching in the National League, if we're just looking at the National League Cy Young Award, as far as strikeouts are concerned, Dylan Cease has 174. Hunter Greene is fourth in strikeouts at 149. So he's fourth in strikeouts. ERA, he's third at 2.83.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the ever popular wins above replacement that the analytics people love. WAR, Hunter Greene is number 1 in the National League. Why should we not be betting Hunter Greene plus 1,500 to win the National League Cy Young?
I don't have a reason for that question, but they're not going to vote for him at the end of the day. And then again, it goes back to, will their team make the postseason? If they do, you're getting good value. If they don't, he won't even be discussed.
If the season ended right now, the Reds are not making the postseason.
Everybody,
6.5 hours.
This is what I'm talking about when we talk about this stuff all the time. Everybody talks about what you're doing right now. And when Ranger Suarez was 10-1 or 10-0,
I know we loved him. Yeah.
Everybody wanted to jump on. When Shoto had his first 15 starts or 13 starts, everybody was all over him. Like you guys got to understand, it's a 6-month season. This is not a joke. And we have to factor in a lot of things.
But when you consider, look at what happened last year.
Zach Wheeler's been there the whole year, right? Like
so is Chris Sale.
That's why that's why Garrett Cole's and these guys, that's why they're always on top of that list, because we're looking for consistency. These last 13 starts or 12 starts, this is what determines it. This is what's going
This is what I'm saying. Last year, Blake Snell had an incredible second half and was the dominant pitcher in the National League in its last 3.5 months of the season. And then he wins the National League Cy Young. Right now, Blake Snell is 100-1. So they don't think that he's going to win the award, maybe because
you can't have
he was so bad. Exactly.
Or 3 good months.
He was so bad earlier in the season. But Hunter Greene's been, look at his numbers I just mentioned. Look at those stats that I mentioned where he is. He is
one talked about him.
He's number 1 in WAR. He's number 4 in strikeouts and number 3 in ERA. How is that not in Cy Young contention right now?
For sure,
top 3 ERAs in the National League are Chris Sale, Zach Wheeler, and Hunter Greene. And so Hunter Greene at 15-1 to me is a great bet to win the Cy Young. I know that the Reds aren't going to make the playoffs, but if he continues to pitch like this throughout August and throughout September, he could steal this award from somebody. Now, you could say, oh, well, Chris Sale's been doing it all year, and the Braves are in a playoff position. Oh, Zach Wheeler's been doing it all year. The Phillies are the best team in the National League. Like, okay, like that's going to be the reason why you give it to one of those. I mean, Sale 271, Wheeler 277.
With these 3 guys, all their numbers are so close everywhere. Starts 22-20, ERA 283 to 271, innings 123 to 136.
There's one big difference, and it's quality starts,
which is massive.
Zach Wheeler, 16 quality starts.
Massive. That means my team has a chance to win every time.
Compared to Chris Sale and Hunter Greene, only 11.
Yeah.
So that's 5 more
deal.
quality starts.
It's the one thing for pitchers, the starting pitchers.
And again, quality start is 6 innings, 3 or fewer runs.
6 innings or more, 3 or less, yeah. It's the one thing as starting pitchers that's our number one goal every day, is to try to, if we throw a quality start, our team has a chance to win. And I went deep enough in the game to give myself a shot as well. Yeah, very important. It's the number one thing we look for. But it's just crazy. Like all the guys we had, talked about all year, where are they to be found? And to be honest with you, outside of ERA, you can throw Dylan Cease in this conversation if we're talking about just specific numbers. The hits are in the same area. The innings are in the same area. The walks are in the same area. The strikeouts are above. Like, we're just slightly off on ERA. I don't know about quality starts, but it's close, right? And again, same thing. You can throw Aaron Noah in the conversation. He's 11-4, but the ERA is a little bit higher. I think if it ended today, it's definitely going to Chris Sale. But no, your argument for Hunter Greene is valid as heck, 100%. But factor in the voters and all the other things that we just discussed, because you're right. And what if his next 12 starts, he has 22, 34 starts. What if his next 12 starts, the kid goes 10-0 and he averages 6 1/3 or 7 innings per?
Mm-hmm.
How do you not